Hi, I'm Sherry Damaris and welcome to Macro Magic. Today I have with me Sharon Gregory, owner of a very interesting company that we've been working with together on the cruise, the Holistic Holiday at Sea cruise. This is a vegan nacho cheese sauce. Welcome, Sharon.
Thanks, Sherry.
So nice to zoom you in from your beautiful kitchen.
Thank you. Thank you. It's great to be here with you.
And you're just an amazing person. Like every year, I'm in charge of all the donations of the food products for the Holistic Holiday at Sea cruise. And you have just been like the star of the cruise. Every year, you give us so many jars, and we have our nacho cheese party up on deck, which people love. And you've had such great success with this company. It's amazing.
Thank you.
And great to see. So you're going to show us a little a way to use the cheese dip today, and then we're going to talk a lot about how you got started and built this company. That's just so incredible. So you want to show us a little bit about what you're doing today in terms of using the dip?
Sure. So what I'm going to be making today is a brown rice dish. And I'm going to be adding some local vegetables that I just got from our CSA, which they're all organic. And I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So, you know, we have some limiting sort of veggies available to us right now, but we've got some really great ones. We've got some acorn squash, and we've got some broccoli, which is one of my favorites, and some carrots. And I've got some parsley, and my herb garden is still growing very strong. So this actually came from my little herb garden. And I'm going to be adding those ingredients to some cooked rice, and of course the secret sauce being nacho no cheese. I'm going to be adding our classic flavor, which is just kind of a cheesy flavor. And that is what is on the menu today, Sherry.
That is so nice. Do you want to tell our audience a little bit about the cheese sauce, what the ingredients are in it? Because I know it's a really clean product.
Yeah, absolutely. So I actually started making nacho no cheese because of my love of cheese and the difficulty that I had finding something that gave me that sort of snacky satisfaction. So I just started creating and found that I loved using almonds as my base. You'll see a lot of cheese alternatives out there with cashews, and there are many other delicious vegan cheese dips out there. But we use almonds in ours. That's the main ingredient. Water, certainly, some filtered water, and I use organic nutritional yeast. That's going to be what gives it that cheesy flavor, and also gives you a boost of some other vitamins like your B12. I also have some onion powder and sea salt, and there is a little bit of red pepper in there as well. So those are the ingredients of the classic nacho no cheese.
Yeah, so that's pretty amazing because it's such a clean list of ingredients and so simple. I know sometimes when you're shopping around for vegan products, they can get a little bit more chemicals in there, more additives, more coloring. So you've kept the ingredient list very simple, very clean, which is really nice for people who miss their nacho cheese sauce.
Yes, indeed.
And I know you have different flavors.
We do.
Yes, you mentioned the pepper, the one with the pepper.
Yes, we have a hot version, but today I have with me our tangy version too. So we've got our tangy, and this one just has, I'll say more like of a lemon zest to it. So this one you'll get kind of that lemon creation. And in fact, Sherry, I debated for my dish, do I use tangy or do I use classic? And I really think I should have just mixed them both. But you can do either. You could do either or on this dish.
Mm-hmm. And they come in cute little jars, which you keep in the refrigerator, right? After you open them.
Open them. So that's one of the unique things about our product as well, is that it is shelf stable. So you don't have to go to the to the vegan section, I'll say, in the market. You're able to find this usually just by salsas. So it is shelf stable, but indeed, once you open it, there's fresh ingredients in there. You don't have any preservatives to keep it fresh. So you'll want to devour it in maybe 7 to 10 days, which usually isn't a problem because it's got so many versatile uses. So you'll be lucky if it lasts in your refrigerator for that long.
And where can people find them? Are they mostly in Whole Foods or on Amazon, or where do you sell most of them?
Both of those places, we sell direct on our website at Natcho No Cheese. We do sell on Amazon. We sell in Whole Foods Market. We sell in Mom's Organic. So it depends on where on where you are. We're in Heinen's. So we're across the country. We have a store locator on our website, so you can just type in your zip code and see where you'd be able to find that in a local store, or just order directly from us. That's fine too.
And is this the first product you created?
It is. I really had no intentions of going commercial with this product. This was really just my desire to nourish me and enjoy my own foods, but I had so much encouragement from people who would taste the sauce and say, this is really, really good. And they weren't fellow vegans or following any particular diet lifestyle. And that encouraged me to venture into the food business.
Wow. And how many years have you been operating now?
So I started the Happy Vegan in 2014, so that was 6 years ago. I had started making Natcho No Cheese that year as well, but I didn't go commercial with it until 2016. I needed to really there's a lot of research, a lot of back-end work to be able to launch a product. And so January of 2016 is when it became officially available in stores and for sale on our website.
And that's pretty much the same time I found you and put you on the cruise, I think.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. You've grown so much. You want to show us a little bit more about the dish you're making today?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I used brown rice. So this is an organic brown rice. And of course, I like to measure it out in this little strainer, container, because this measures out for me exactly 1 cup of rice. And it's always a great idea, of course, as you know, to rinse your rice off before you cook it. Rice has some naturally occurring I'll say residue on it, and so it's always a good idea to give that a nice rinse. So I rinsed that out, and I added almost 2 cups. I'll say about a cup and 3/4 of water. Added that to my pan, and with that, I brought that to a boil. And so that just takes maybe about 5 minutes. And the longest part of cooking brown rice is that it just has to sit there and simmer for about 45 minutes. So the dish simmered for about 45 minutes. And then you need to turn the heat off. When you turn the heat off, that's the time that you add all of the goodies to it. So that's when I added the acorn squash, added some broccoli, added some carrots, and just put that right on top of the rice dish. In fact, I'll just show you that. I'm not sure if you can see that there. I just put that right on top of my rice, and then pop that cover back on. Let it sit for about 10 minutes. So this was acting as a very quick steam method for me. Now, I like my veggies to be a little on the crunchy side, so I don't like them to be too overly steamed. And so doing it this way, then, well, it helps me on a couple things. 1, I only dirty 1 pan, and 2, I don't overcook my vegetables. So that just gives them enough steaming. And then after the 10 minutes, you can just stir this. You can just stir the creation. Up here. And so colorful. I love making meals that are colorful. I don't know. That just makes me feel. Very, very good having colorful meals. And then now I will add the Natcho No Cheese. So you can add as much or as little as you wish. One serving size here is 1/4 of a cup, but again, that's up to your taste preference. And you could mix them. You could use the classic and the tangy. And so just put a couple of scoops in, here. I like to make that a little extra creamy and just stir this up. And that sauce is going to incorporate into this dish very nicely. Smells very good. Of course, you can't smell it there, Sherry, but you just have to take my word. It smells really great. And so once I have that nacho no cheese mixed in, I'll just garnish with a little bit of parsley, because that's the herb that I have in my garden right now. And I like to have a little bit of parsley on there. And there we have it.
I like the idea, Sharon, that you're just not serving chips with dip.
No, yes, now that's certainly the easy way, and there are a lot of people who tell me they love it that way, but I really like incorporating the nacho no cheese into dishes. It just gives you that extra little flavor boost, a little bit of creaminess, and for those folks who do like the taste of cheese, it gives you some of that.
It's very good transitional food. I mean, Neil Barnard often speaks, and he'll be on the show soon, about the addictive quality of cheese, and how sometimes if you prefer to stop eating it, it's hard because you crave it so much. So it would be good to use products like yours to transition and get off that heavy, cheese eating, dairy eating, if you're trying to lose weight or get healthier. So I think it's great product that you created. And I'm really excited that you can use it as a sauce, not just, as a dip, as most people would think, with chips.
That's right. Yeah, some people do just dip right out of the jar, but I do try to incorporate it into more meals. I use it a lot with vegetables or rice, or other sauces that maybe you have that you want to add a little bit of creaminess, a little more substance to.
Mm-hmm. Can you use it on a pizza or in a lasagna?
Absolutely you can. Mm-hmm. Absolutely you can. In fact, we have a couple of local Pittsburgh pizza stores who purchase our nacho no cheese, and that's what they put on for their vegan pizza.
Oh,
so yeah,
nice.
You can absolutely do that. And it doesn't need to be baked on, but it can be. So it's all in your preference for how you like your cheese on your pizza.
Oh, that's great. Well, we're going to break for a commercial. When we come back, we want to see your final product plated, but we'll talk more about how to find nacho no cheese and in your stores, and also the exciting coupon you're running for Macro Magic.
Okay. Thanks, Sherry.
Boardwalks built for fun. Legendary rock and roll clubs.
This is how we do it. Hippity hop.
Casinos by the ocean.
Hippity hop.
Now that's New Jersey. 130 miles of beautiful beaches. Solid rock. And everything in between.
Look in the window.
Now that's New Jersey. Plan your New Jersey trip at visitnj.org. Waves of fun. Nights of excitement. And a trail of memories. Now that's New Jersey.
Sherry Damaris. Welcome back to Macro Magic. I have Sharon Gregory with me. She has developed this wonderful vegan cheese product called Natcho No Cheese. And we just showed how you can mix it in with rice and vegetables. So we have this beautiful dish that's complete. It looks gorgeous.
Thank you. It's going to be my delicious lunch today.
And did you want to
This is
hold
the
up?
benefits of making these dishes. I get to eat them.
And do you want to show viewers all your different kinds of flavors? I know you have the jars
Absolutely.
right there.
Absolutely. So this is our classic Natcho No Cheese. And this one is going to give you, I'll say, just the cheesiest of flavors. So this is the one, this was my original recipe. This is the one that that really started the Natcho No Cheese brand. But I found that I really was liking adding my Natcho No Cheese to steamed veggies and adding more lemon to the veggies. So that's what was really the, I'll say, the concept for the tangy. So tangy is really just the classic version, but with a little different flavor profile with lemon. So,
Yeah, it's
so that
interesting
is
you
the
found
tangy.
lemon.
We also do.
Yeah, it's interesting
We
you
also do
added
have a
lemon.
hot flavor too, but I just am showing these right now.
So it's hot taste, lemon taste, and then plain.
That's right. That's right. They all though have that cheesy. They all have that base cheesy flavor. So it just added on to that cheesy creaminess with some additional flavors.
And we talked about how you use as a base almonds instead of cashew. Oftentimes the vegan cheeses have a lot of cashews in it. So it's a nice clean product with almonds and nutritional yeast. And this month of October, you want to offer a coupon. If you mention Macro Magic, you'll get 20% off your order off your website.
That's right. And we'll run that all month, Sherry. So it's 20% off any order. Orders over $50 always ship free. And
That's nice.
We're excited for you to try it.
Yeah, it's a great product. It's so nice and clean and easy and versatile. We talked earlier about putting it in lasagnas, on pizzas. I'm sure the new vegan pizza places are knocking at your door asking for gallons of it.
Yes.
Because it's such a nice cheese alternative.
Absolutely.
And I know people on the cruise have fallen in love with it.
Yeah, the cruise, I was so fortunate to be able to actually attend the last one in person, and the Natcho No Cheese social was just so much fun. And I've so many good vegetables to dip with it. It was a great event.
That's nice. Is your factory, by the way, in Pittsburgh?
No, so my office is in Pittsburgh, but we have it made in Punxsutawney. And so that's where the actual factory is. So a lot of people associate Punxsutawney with Punxsutawney Phil. I think that's what put that tiny little town on a map. And so they've been our manufacturers there since 2016.
So yeah, so you'll keep us up to date on whether the groundhog comes out and sees his shadow.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's about a 50-50 chance of that.
So are you looking to develop new products, or is this it for you?
Well, I'm always in my test kitchen, just creating, and I've come up with some other really delicious sauces that, we just, we're not ready to launch those yet, but certainly we've got a pipeline of new products to really expand the Happy Vegan brand.
Yeah, because I have a feeling, with your great talent, you probably move into dressings, maybe, or more sauces, like you said, that are shelf sustainable.
Absolutely.
There's so many, opportunities now with people wanting to eat cleaner and eat, using just really clean ingredients for starters. and not having a lot of stabilizers, chemicals, colorings in their foods. So I think, if you keep it really pure, it's going to be a really, big winner.
Definitely. It's always great to be able to make these creations yourself at your house and do home cooking. I'm a huge advocate of home cooking, but sometimes you just need a little bit of help, and it's nice to be able to have a product that is clean, that you can trust, and can sometimes cut out some significant prep time.
And I think it's a fabulous product for people. If you host a party and you've got a lot of people coming who are used to nachos with heavy cheese, but you want to get them sort of off that habit and losing a little bit of weight and feeling better. And I've tried all three of them and they taste like real cheese. So it's a great opportunity for people to start cleaning up their diet, but then also not missing that same quality.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And I do love taking Natcho no cheese to parties or events, and I don't necessarily even tell people it's a vegan cheese. You just open the jar, set it out, and people start eating it, and you'll hear comments, "Oh, this is really good cheese. What is this?" And it's always really interesting to see the reactions when people find out that there's actually no dairy in this product. So it does appeal to those folks looking for healthier lifestyle, and it appeals to the folks who maybe haven't thought that far ahead yet.
Yeah, and if you think about how often we use cheese, it's so versatile, not only in pizzas, lasagnas, but on sandwich spreads, sauces like you showed us with the brown rice. So you can really use it in all different ways, which is nice.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I do like, and you bring up a good point. I do like to use the Natcho no cheese for sandwiches or wraps. So if you're doing a veggie wrap or some sort of any sort of wrap or a sandwich, that can replace your cheese. It can replace the mayonnaise if you're used to eating mayonnaise, and be your sole condiment on that sandwich or wrap.
Yeah, and I just think that, I hope that you keep developing products like these, because it's really important when they do hit the market that they are clean, they have integrity, and not a lot of, bad ingredients. So I think you're a genius in terms of getting a good tasting product out there with good quality ingredients. So we're going to flash up the coupon again in case you the viewers, want to order and try some of this delicious cheese, Natcho no cheese. Do they get a 3-pack of different flavors, or is it just all one case of one flavor, or is the 20% coupon good for anything on the website? Or
20% coupon is good for anything on the website. So if you're just curious and say, "Hey, I just want to try one jar," that's great. We also do sell what we call our starter pack, that is 1 jar of each. But that 20% coupon that runs through the end of this month of October can be used for anything on our website.
Oh, that's fantastic, Sharon. And tell us a little bit about I know that you created this in your kitchen, but did you have a nutritional license, or was there, did you turn vegan yourself? What was the motivation to start the whole company?
So I was diagnosed with cancer in 2014, and early in January of 2014, and that came as a real shock to me, because I had been somebody who otherwise thought they had a pretty healthy lifestyle, active, thought I ate well, so it was a shocking diagnosis. But with that, I was able to get into remission. I did traditional treatments, surgery, chemo, radiation. But I also realized that those were maybe just short-term fixes. And so I really immersed myself into learning better ways to holistically be healthy and continue this healing process. and I started to research different ways of eating, and plant-based eating really came to the top of that research. And the more I learned, the more excited I got, and I just made the decision one day and said, I'm going to be plant-based, and that was it. And the rest is really history. And with that, I just started to have fun in the kitchen and experiment and read recipes and have fun with it. And that's really how the Natcho no cheese came about, because my transition to a plant-based lifestyle was not difficult, except for giving up that love of cheese. And so that's why I spent, I'll say, a little more time trying to develop something that I personally would like to have as a substitute for my cheese addiction.
What a wild story. You know, did someone help you with the jars and the labeling and marketing and things like that?
Well, that has certainly been a crazy lesson learned. I could probably talk for hours on all of the inside and behind the scenes that has to go through bringing a product to the shelves. We designed this is our third version of our label, actually. We designed this ourselves in-house. We did some focus groups with some folks who were familiar with plant-based eating and who were not, and ultimately came up with this label, non-intimidating to those folks who don't necessarily identify with a vegan diet. So we designed the labels.
Wow.
A lot of marketing things to get in place, logo design. Also, Sherry, it took me 30 co-packers to find manufacturers. I asked 30 different co-packers to consider helping me out with manufacturing this, and I was turned down by 30 co-packers.
Oh,
so
God.
Even just finding the production facility to help bring this product to life was a really difficult
Yeah,
process.
it sounds like I'd love to talk to you more. We have to break, but I wanted to thank you for being on the show, and I want to encourage our viewers to order some of your Natcho no cheese and try it out in different recipes. And I hope that you continue to develop some really great new products, Sharon. I think you're a real big forerunner in the whole vegan movement, and I appreciate and thank you for all your support for the cruise and for our viewers. So thanks for being on our show, and we hope to have you back again.
Thanks so much, Sherry.
Yes, and join us for our next episode of Macro Magic.